This is the Marysville Charter Academy for the Arts board presentation, reviewing the 23-24 school year and discussing portions of the upcoming 2024-2025 school year. My name is Eric Preston. I'm the proud principal. MCAA is our area's only college preparatory 7 through 12 secondary school whose course of study emphasizes a focus on the arts. Students receive instruction in the core subject areas, but are afforded the opportunity to explore music, dance, drama, and the visual arts, beginning with the required 7th grade Arts Exploratory Wheel course. Our students perform locally, compete nationally and internationally, and receive a solid secondary education. We are the only school in the area to boast being a California Distinguished School, an ERP California Honor Roll School, and a U.S. News and World Report Best High School this past year. Here are pictures of some of our students performing in our music week, at our dance showcase, and then an award winner who was actually displayed at the Crocker Art Museum. We had an enrollment of 371 last year. As mentioned earlier, our students performed all over the place. The picture in the inset is from the Mean Girls production that was held at the Sutter Theater in Yuba City. Our CASP ELA scores, this is a 3-year comparison, and you see that this year 190 students took the test and 62% met or exceeded the standard. We dipped a little in both 7th and 8th grade. However, our 11th grade students continue to rise. To celebrate, we have 74% of students who met or exceeded in 11th grade. Areas of growth, we obviously need to look at some interventions for middle school. And one of the things we're going to do is tighten up our 7th grade study skills class for this current school year. Our CASP math findings, again, you see 3-year comparison. 191 students took the test and 40% met or exceeded the standard. Celebration, we grew by 11 points in 11th grade, which is amazing. We grew by 1 in 8th, which we will take the growth, and we remain the same in 7th, which means that we didn't go down, which is promising. So we need to continue to strengthen our interventions, such as 9th block, after-school tutoring, or math support for 7th and 8th graders to really help build those foundational skills. Our attendance and discipline, the chart looks kind of interesting, but we hovered right around 96% attendance all year long. These are 20-day intervals, and you'll see that all of them are very close. 95.9% is the smallest or the lowest percentage average that we had. We had 2 suspensions, one for 3 days and one for 5 days. Our students pretty much want to be at school and are generally well behaved. Our LPAC data. We had 11 students tested this year. 1 earned a 2, 7 earned 3s, and 3 earned 4s. We received all 3s and 4s on written composite level and all 4s on the oral composite level, and 27% of our students who took the test are eligible for redesignation. Overall data analysis, 7th and 8th grade ELA we need to focus on. Math overall is on an upward trajectory. Our science scores continue to climb. That wasn't shown, but they continue to be at or above the state level. AP data is very promising. We'll talk a little more about that later. 27% of our ELs are potentially eligible for reclassification, and our attendance stayed close to 96% all year. This photo is a photo of Much Ado About Nothing, which was also put on this school year last fall, and it was at the Sutter Theater as well. Our LCAP Goal 1, provide learning opportunities that result in increased academic achievement and ensure quality classroom instruction for all students, including support systems that meet the needs of targeted populations. You see some selected actions from 23-24 and then some selected actions for the upcoming 24-25 school year. LCAP Goal 2, continue to support the visual and performing arts in order to engage students, expand artistic and academic opportunities, and develop career-related skills. Again, you'll see actions that we took from 23-24, and then actions, some of those are going to be continued in 24-25, and there are some newer ones. LCAP Goal 3, support students' health and well-being through SEL curriculum, personnel, and other actions. Just like LCAP Goals 1 and 2, you'll see our actions from 23-24. Some of the same for 24-25 with a few minor changes. Celebrations, we already mentioned some of this, but we were a California Distinguished School this last year. We were an ERP California Honor Roll School, U.S. News and World Report Best High School. We won many local, state, and national awards and recognitions for art, photo, and graphic design. Our theater productions had multiple sold-out performances. Our music and choir students performed all over the North State and won multiple recognitions and awards. Our dance showcases, of which we had 2, involved over 25% of our entire student population. And as I mentioned earlier, we'd get back to the AP scores. 67 students took 122 advanced placement tests. 76% of those students received at least 1 3 or better. and 57% of all tests taken received a 3 or better. That is huge cause for celebration. Here's some pictures illustrating our Dragon Fest examples. The top 3 photos, or the top 2 on the left, excuse me, are some orchestra students and Mr. Zoomstein, our orchestra teacher, actually playing some bluegrass music for our students and staff. In the middle is a student who competes nationally and internationally in Hawaiian dance. And then on the right is Mr. Harmon with drumline at our back to school last year. The bottom left is our advanced guitar class playing at Beale Air Force Base. And on the right is another example of Dragon Fest. We had a whole bunch of students performing, and the entire school comes out to watch at lunch. Our funding sources: Title I parent involvement, $952. Prop 28 arts, $55,215. Title I, $76,477. LCAP, $706,945. And regular education, $3,263,456. Something to remember is that we are a charter school, and so a lot of our funds, we're funded totally differently than any other school in the district. And so our regular ed and a lot of our LCAP, that pays teacher salaries, administrator salary, pretty much every salary on campus. And so it looks that we do have a lot of money coming in, but it is we're paying for a lot of things that the other schools are not. So it can be misleading if you don't put that caveat there. At this point, I would like to thank you for looking at and listening to our presentation. MCAA is a school that is celebrating its 25th year this year, and we have some exciting things planned for the year, and we are just really proud of our school and of our students and community. And at this point, I'd like to open it up for any questions.